Hi, any Patreons or channel members watching this on the replay. Thank you so much for your continued support. You brilliant people. Who's in the house?
The camera's angle's a bit up.
God.
Bit down a bit.
Up, down, never mind. Loop and the loop and never you mind.
Yes.
Boom. Okay, who's in the house? The vegan metalhead, Richard Benham. D. Hey Hench, is it unhealthy to eat a lot of almonds because of the naturally occurring oils and fats? Well, if you went really super mental, it probably wouldn't be so healthful. But, you know, just a moderate amount. And, you know, the oils attached to the fiber with the polyphenols, with the phytonutrients, you know, that's probably a good thing. Refined oil, you know, is a much different beast to, you know, intact fat inside of a whole plant food. Much like sugar and fruit, you know. Refined sugar, one of the worst things for your health. Sugar attached to fiber with all the phytonutrients in the form of whole fruit. One of the biggest things people could do to extend their lives is to eat more of that. So, yeah, I mean, at some point you would be getting a detriment, but I think in the sort of normal amounts that people would tend to eat, you know, you want to probably, for optimal health, according to the data so far to date, I think we can infer that likely you want to base the majority of your calories around the more carb-rich whole plant foods. But certainly you do need some nuts and seeds for their essential fatty acids. Blood Hill's in the house. 1 man, 1 year is in the house. I need to get back to your email, but I just didn't have time to do any things today, but I shall get back to you ASAP. And thank you so much for agreeing to our little chat. I'm looking forward to that. And Harrod's Life is in the house. She's a YouTuber, don't you know? Check her out. She's wonderful stuff.
I like this background you've chosen.
It's tropical.
Really nice.
Tropical. Yeah. Mark Crossy's in the house, all the way from Ireland. Go Vegan Jackson, Stacey Langley, Pomo Dorino, Percival Blakely, Shane O'Neill. Where's the tofu? It's in my tummy. I had a ranch dressing made with silken tofu but a moment ago.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Super delish and better than fish. Pumpkin went vegans in the house. Wheelchair Mafia. Derek Erdman. Who else is sick of the carb-hating keto phase till the carnies are onto the next fad diet? Indeed, it's frustrating. Richard Benham, my B12 supplement is 1,000 micrograms and says to take 1 a day. Is that too much? If you are 65 years or older, which you are not, but for those that are, that's actually the dose that you need. If you're less than that age, likely your intrinsic factor is more intact, and then as such you only need probably up to about 60 micrograms per day. Where are you, Richard? I would be tempted to take, is it 2,000 or 2,500 micrograms? It's 2,500 micrograms in one dose. If you're going to do it once weekly, 2.5 of those, or just 3 for the sake of argument, if you can't be bothered to split them, then you would only need to take that once a week. Over 65s, once a day, 1,000 micros. Thanks, dude. Danielle Parfit's in the house. Thanks for joining. Tom Hurley. Then just vegan metalhead saying just boring old trolls are just being boring. What's everyone up to? How's life? How's things? Don't these trolls get bored of just regurgitating the same nonsense? If they're all right with what they're doing, well, just get on with it. I don't go on their pages and tell them like they're doing it wrong, although obviously they are. But it's up to them if they want to wreck their health. You know, I will lead by example and put out positive stuff. And if they're happy in doing what they're doing, they should be able to just do it without commenting on what I'm doing. So obviously, there's something there where they're not happy.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Like having to defend themselves and their lifestyle and their choices. And
Is it that deep down they know that they're wrong? Or is it that they don't want to think that they're bad people, so they need us to believe their perspective? Is that probably it?
yeah, I don't know. We really identify with things in life, don't we? Like, oh, I'm a jazz musician. I'm this, I'm that. Like that becomes our identity. Like, oh, I eat this way, and I go to these places. And when something threatens that,
we're very tribal.
we get like defensive, don't we?
Yeah.
And some of us in life, we're just so defensive and don't get perspectives. And someone comes along with something new, we can't even entertain it. I think that I used to be like that in my younger years. Always thought I was like right and didn't get the concept of perspective and things. But it's no way to live. There's no way to have good relationships, and it's really no way to live. You can't grow and evolve it that way. As well.
Wood goods.
Yeah.
Vigard Solberg's in the house. Vegan Metalhead's enjoying his vegan-friendly restaurant with the baby squids. Baby octopus, is it? Derek Erdman, Paul said my name, sorry, fanboy. Oh, that's nice. That warms my cockles. It's all a bit bewildering for me because, do you know what I mean? I'm just like an average bloke on the street, and I just turn the camera on now and again. And but I'll come to a festival and stuff, and everyone wants a cuddle and a photograph and a whatever, and that's really it's really nice. For a minute, I'm like really famous, and then I get out of the festival, and then no one knows who I am again, which is quite nice, really. You wouldn't want it all the time.
Didn't Russell Brand say like he's well famous on stage, he's doing a gig or whatever? The next day he's in his garden picking up dog poo.
Yeah.
And he's thinking like, how does
it come to this?
Like, what a difference, That was really funny when he said that.
Yeah.
Yep. We're all just human beings.
Human beings.
Have to pick up our companion animals' poop.
Hey, you, pick up that poo. Who's picked up poo today? Comment down below. Us three vegans are in the house. Is there three of you? Where are you? How's the vegan scene there? And how's veganism treating you three? ASMY Bolden's here. She's always here. She's lovely. So, what have you all been up to? Who's got any questions? Have we got any news? Anything to talk about?
Quieter evening. Please thumb up the stream, everyone, because I think that helps to tell YouTube that this stream is going well, that people like it, and maybe they'll share it out more.
Or thumb it down. Any interaction is much appreciated. I'm going to thumb my own stream down, actually. No, I'll thumb it up in case there's... I think just any interaction is good.
So what we've been doing today, we've been shooting a vlog today, haven't we? That's been nice.
Yeah, some delicious recipes. I'm excited to bring those to the world. Had a bit of a naff day yesterday. I couldn't...
Yes.
We were both in a bit of a funk, weren't we?
Yeah.
We just didn't have any mojo and just couldn't work out what video to do. And the day just got away and we just got nothing good done. It was really frustrating. Yeah. And then I've said, like, F it. I'm just sacking it off now and I'm going to have a couple of hours on my... Valhalla game, my Assassin's Creed PC game, and then they'd done an update on that, and then like it was stuck on the loading screen, and I couldn't even play that, and I just got really.
Then we couldn't find a show to watch, and it was a naff day.
Yeah, and then this morning we woke up and got out of the right side of the bed, and everything's been flowing, and
got my cold shower in first thing. I felt perked up and just like raring to go. So sometimes you need the reset of a new day, don't you? I think.
Yeah. Kieran, can long distance running negatively affect my goals in bulking up? Yeah. So, depending on like your total volume of work done, over both disciplines, and then like how much you're resting and sleeping, if you're getting adequate nutrients, you can do a bit of both. You can do a bit of both, but at some point, one's going to eat into the other. You know, the heavier you are, if you're bulking up and you're trying to do like long distance, like that's going to be a real chore. Yeah, and then if you're overtraining, like, you know, your muscles are just going to be in a state of tiredness, like fatigue. You're making it harder for yourself, let's put it that way. If you don't go mental with total volume in each, you might do all right at both. But I would say you would likely never be a world champion at either, you know, jack of all trades and all that malark. Not that you can't be like pretty decent at both. But certainly, yeah, that's a lot harder. So basically, make sure you're resting enough. Make sure you're eating the extra calories that you need so your weight's going up and you're not just running them all off. And it's just suck it and see, really. Like if you know, if you're doing lots of training and you find your strength goes down instead of up, even if you are putting weight on, but say your strength goes down, you're constantly tired, maybe you stop sleeping properly, maybe you start picking up lots of viruses, you know you're overdoing it, you know, and it's just finding that balance, and it's different for everyone.
Suck it and see. That's such a weird saying. Always makes me laugh a little bit.
Yeah, you would say that. Pedro's here, Race Lever's here, being silly as always. Good old Race Lever, thanks for joining. Amelia Morgan. Oh, and Ernie Morgan. Little Ernie Morgan's watching. Hi, Ernie.
Hi, Ernie.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
Thanks for watching us.
How old are you?
We're doing this. Purple Piplups in the house.
Oh, good.
Kelly Maddock, good to see you both again. I've had a few days off after a week of nights. That's taxing, isn't it? Night shifts. I've been relaxing, and today I've made a vegan birthday cake for my niece. Lovely.
Very
good. Very good. Nice to see you, hun.
Nice.
Blood Hill. If I use horse and chicken poo in the compost at my allotment, are my veggies still vegan? Brackets, they're not my animals. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. Yeah, it's sort of a bit of a grey area, and some people have a sort of point of view about it. I would say so. I would say so. If the animals were being in any way sort of harmed, you know, the poo's got to come out of them anyway, doesn't it? Really, and you know, and currently, mostly that's how it's done. And in the future, when everyone's vegan, no doubt we'll do it a different way, and that'll be readily available and easy and accessible to everyone. And probably that's what we'll do. But that's not how the world is at the minute. And you know, you do you, each to their own. I don't have a problem with it. Maybe someone will kick off now, but whatever. Do one.
Basically, was saying they're not your animals. Are you a poo thief? I mean, it's not like they need the poo. You know, with chickens and then, you know, taking the eggs, well, they might re-eat those to get some of the minerals, you know, backyard hens. But like with the poo, like they don't need it, do they?
Yeah, it's only dogs that eat poo, so no dog poo on your vegetables, please.
But I'd be thinking just like where are these animals? Is it like a sanctuary and they're having a nice time there, or is it from a farm and then they're selling that and you're funding the farm, or?
Yeah, I suppose that's one way to sort of look at it. I hadn't considered that, but anyway, do you know what I mean? I'm not the master of veganism, so you do you. Yeah, I mean, you'd be excused for thinking that, and I'd understand why you might. Little Dave O's in the house. Hey Hench, what got you into microdosing? Have you noticed or anticipated any positive changes? I've been thinking getting spores and growing some magic fungi
You're saying
myself.
Permanent changes, permanent positive changes.
Permanent. It's hard to know. Well, so basically, yeah, some benefits. I think a little bit of a boost in mood. It's sort of hard to say, really, because things are going so well, but possibly a boost in mood, connectivity, compassion. connection, like with others, with humans and animals. Just more of an appreciation for life, I'd say. Maybe some cognitive. I'm not sure. The main thing is, and the reason I got into it, which was one of the other questions, they keep I started to get migraines, and throughout my life I've been sort of privy to like clusters of like migraine attacks, and for me it's mostly the visual migraine where you can't bloody see what you're doing, and it strikes at the most inopportune moment with no rhyme nor reason, and it really does hurt your quality of life because you feel like you can't make any plans. But when I'm microdosing, they just never happen. So yeah, that's the main benefit for me. But yeah, maybe a bit more intuition. Oh, in meditation, it's almost a bit of a downside. But in meditation, I've kind of been reliving my past where I wasn't a nice person, and I've been reliving some of the negative things I did to others. And you know, now with this new compassionate perspective and wanting to do good in the world, and it's been quite upsetting actually, but you know, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think well, I deserve it. I did those horrible things, so I deserve to feel like guilt and stuff, and B, it just fuels me to keep doing, just to know, right, that I really don't want to be hurting people, and I do want to be putting things right and doing good, and it just fuels me to do good. What about you? You've had a few benefits,
I'll say
haven't
some
you?
things, but yeah, so it's like you're meditating and you're getting more insights. And intuition,
That's the
that
word.
sort of thing. Yeah. So yeah, I agree on the connection thing. Like, I notice if I microdose, I haven't for a while, but if I do, like I feel happier to talk to people. I just want to connect with people more, and that has carried over some since I've not been doing it. It's not like it stays 100%, but it has stayed a bit.
Oh, and I should just say, for me, I've been doing it constantly, so I can't tell you if any of it's permanent or not.
Yeah, you're really trying to not have migraines, aren't you? So, yeah.
I don't need them stopping me.
I have had a couple of larger experiences, and just to say, this isn't me recommending it to anyone. We're doing this for the purposes of healing, and do a lot of research if you're interested in the topic. But recently, like, I did a slightly larger dose, and I had some resentments towards some people, and I thought about those people, like I had some insights come to me, and I felt okay about those people, and I could happen to be around them now, and I wouldn't feel those same feelings inside, and I wondered if that would carry on after the day, and it did. I think about those people now, and I don't have these same negative, resistant feelings inside, which is just like amazing. I didn't specifically do anything that day, it just happened, you know. I'm sure there's other things, but it's hard to remember, isn't it? Like, kind of like on the spot.
Yeah, you had a little sort of list of things you felt were beneficial, didn't you?
Yeah, on my Instagram actually, I've done 2 videos straight after having an experience, so that it's all fresh in my mind, because I know you always lose it. So yeah, if you want to know any more stories, like trip reports if you like, if you go to my Instagram.
So it's on your IGTV?
Yeah, I've got some videos all about my experiences.
Oh God. I just did something by accident, removed something from like videos. Oh well.
Oh good.
Where was I? Pumpkin went vegan. Are you planning on doing a video about Gary Taubes in this new book? I would love to hear your take on it. I don't think so. It's just, I feel like I've said it all, and like lots of other people have said it. I mean, it's good for people to answer each one as they come out, because other people will be, you know, people who don't know better will be sort of looking at that stuff and then maybe taking it at face value. So you do need people to counter it. Oh, I don't know, I'm just a bit bored of the same old, having to say the same old things, really. So I don't think I will, but who knows? I may well change my mind. I have debunked him once or twice before. Us three vegans, thank you so much. We live in North Wales. There are three of us. Vegan myself. My husband. Oh, yeah, Anchorhead's mum. Right, now I know who you are. I've seen you on the telly and that. Oh, thanks for doing our, was it our black bean brownies you did together? Yeah, thanks for that and the shout out. Very kind. Stacey Langley's in the house. Had a tough week with migraines. Yeah. And with some tooth pain. Finally feeling a bit better today. Trying to allow myself to rest when I need to. With the old migraines, like I've done a few things and it seemed to like stop them coming, but then like eventually they seem to keep bloody coming back again. I'm onto a new thing now. I'm trying a low tyramine diet. Low tyramine. So that's like a breakdown product of the amino acid tyrosine. And I thought that was mostly animal products, particularly like aged cheeses and cured meats and stuff. But apparently there's a decent amount in dried fruit. Like, so that sort of older the food, like the more that builds up. So it's dried fruits. I saw that there's also quite a bit in bananas and avocados, raw onion.
Tofu and tempeh.
Yeah, tofu, tempeh, fermented foods, pickles. So, and you know, on the daily, I was eating masses of some of these foods. So, all I've eaten really, I think today, which were sort of high tyramine, would be, I did have an avocado. I've had no dried fruit whatsoever. Normally, I have about 300 grams of dried fruit. So, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully that might be... citrus as well. Citrus. I noticed one day I wasn't microdosing that day and I had masses of drinks with citrus in and I did have the old aura attack. So I'm wondering whether... hopefully I might be onto something. Hopefully. Keep trying all these different things. Super chat. Pumpkin went vegan. Very generously donated $5 US. Thank you very much. Thank you for all you do. No question. There's no question.
What?
They're just supporting. There's no question. I said, I'm right here. How did you not hear that? They're just supporting their local neighbourhood vegan YouTubers. Elf what?
Out of their wallets.
And the kindness of their hearts. Thank you, Pumpkin.
Yeah, it's very kind.
I'll just go back a little ways. If I missed your comment or question, do pop it in the chat. Blood Hill, other people at the allotment have chickens and there are stables, they get knocked out. I take what I like. Animals aren't abused as such, but they are. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like that really is a waste product at that point, isn't it? Wheelchair massacre. Wheelchair massacre. What? Mafia. Come on. It's been a long day. So sorry. Hench, what's your thoughts on ayahuasca? Well, I was really up for giving it a whirl until this one did a ceremony and she had the time from hell and it has really put me off.
Yeah.
I sort of like the idea of shrooms because that's more like a sort of about a 6 hour, 4 to 6 hours, isn't it? Like peak, but what is ayahuasca, like 12 hours?
I can't
No,
really
not
remember.
quite as long
But
as
you're
that,
not,
is
you're
it?
not like peaking that whole time. This it comes in waves as well. Like,
But when it all goes wrong, you can think it's an eternity.
and you can think it's going to last forever and forget what you've done. That's what happened to me. I forgot that I'd taken that plant medicine, forgot where I was. I just thought I was consciousness in a hell and I'd never leave it. And that was just my life. And it felt like it went on forever. I think it was only the length of like a song that got played actually, but it felt like it was forever. And it was the worst time of my entire life and I will never do it again. It was too much. But maybe, you know, who knows? Like,
You've had a lot of healing since, haven't
yeah,
you?
I've had a lot of insights. They say like the after part, where you integrate the experience, that's the most important part. It's taken me like a year really to get over that and to try and figure out some lessons from it and, you know, etc. So I think it's benefited me. It's really hard to say. I'm always doing a lot of things all at once to try and help my healing and stuff. I like ayahuasca because you kind of bypass all of your regular defences, like your defence mechanisms that keep you from getting to that pain that's you know, troubling your life and making you not create the life you want, you know. So you just get straight to it. You dig down deep, you know, and there's no escape. You can't start thinking, oh, this is a bit painful. Oh, I'll just go and eat a donut, or I'll, you know, I won't feel this, or, you know, no, it's all coming up. But like, depending on what you've got down there, can be too much, and it certainly was for me. I thought it could be painful because I'd seen a lot of trip reports and watched documentaries, but I had no idea just how painful it could be. And if I'd have known that I'd have gone through that and gone through what I went through afterwards, I wouldn't have done it. However, maybe I never would have got to that pain in my entire life because there was so much terror and so much pain. Like, yeah, maybe I'd still be like really struggling in some ways like I was before I went, and maybe that would just be my life. So I think I'm at the point of feeling glad that I did it now. I wasn't for a lot of months. So yeah, it's not a light-hearted decision to make doing something like that, you know, really think about it, and yes, it's very serious.
Okay, thanks ASMY Bolden. Vegan Realist is in the house. Tom Hurley, do you watch any other vegan YouTubers? I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube because I'm so busy making content. I do check out the competition. So Derek Simner, Brian Turner, and then I like Goji Man stuff. We watch Family Freedom because they're friends of ours.
Oh, we're talking about YouTubers?
Yeah.
Goji Man,
Happy Healthy Vegan, I watch a little bit of that. I like a live stream. Flemington.
The Vegan Moon Cat.
Vegan Moon
We
Cat.
love his live streams, and his videos, but the live streams are great. There's one on Sunday. Come and check that out because we'll be there.
I think that might be about it. I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube.
Used to be a lot more, didn't it? I think for a time, but yeah, we don't watch so many now.
I think like when we were first vegan, like you need to learn all the stuff, and then you want community and whatever. And I think we sort of got that now. We've learned probably most of the stuff. We've got community, so
we've got a load of recipes, and
and we're sort of a lot too busy to digest a lot of content. We're more in the producing content side of things, I suppose you say. The most of YouTube that I watch actually is in terms of how to do YouTube better.
I watch a lot of videos about emotional healing. We watch a lot of meditation videos, don't we?
Wim Hof breathing
through
method.
YouTube. You know, we follow it along, and I watch a lot of Teal Swan. But that's about it, really.
Right, I'm just looking for questions. There's a few jokes going on. Indie Fagans in the house. Ow! Mid Wales vegan. Hi guys, Norwich has a great vegan scene, but wondered what it's like in nearby Ipswich. We have some family there, look forward to visiting sometime. Yeah, sometime. I went and did a talk there, didn't I?
Oh, there was a festival, was there?
Yeah, it was pretty busy. It was pretty buzzing.
But I mean, we didn't check out any other places, did we?
No, I don't think there's a whole lot going on in the town itself. I mean, there'll be a little bit of stuff, but we're really spoiled in Norwich. It really is sort of head and shoulders above most towns. It is the most vegan city in the UK, apparently.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of people at the festival. And lovely people as well. That was really nice. Vegan Prophet Flat Earth Moon Dancing with Fish is in the house. That's a long name. Plant-based vegans in the house. Peace for animals and health. Thank you for both being amazing advocates for vegans and protecting animals. Thank you for your kind words. We really appreciate you. Yeah, that won't help you. Acidity wormhole. That won't help you. Stacey Langley, I'm constantly trying to find ways to ease migraines. The pain's unbearable. Trauma release exercise, is that? Helps somewhat. I'm trying seed cycling for my migraines. Wow. Hope you're onto something real. Thanks, lovely. Yeah, they're a nuisance. They're not very well understood at all.
There can be so many causes, can't there? So that's very annoying.
Yeah, bright lights, dehydration, supposedly. I thought that was just like a headache thing, but apparently that can trigger migraines.
Maybe
I don't know how they know.
Issues.
Yeah, no doubt. Richard Benham, Hench, did you get to watch that video I sent you on the gram the other day? I can't remember getting a video from you. I get so inundated with messages, I get a bit lost. What was it? What was the video? And then I might remember. I would have thought that I would have got back to you if I'd. Maybe I didn't see the message.
You're in. Are you in? Do you ever chat on Discord, Richard? I can't remember if I've seen you on there. Have I? Yeah. No.
Are you're a hamster, aren't you? On
yeah.
Instagram. I've not got him mixed up with someone else, have I?
Anyone who's a channel member or Patreon, we more likely see and reply to messages, well, we do definitely on Discord. On Instagram, sometimes, you get so many, don't you, that you don't tend to really look at them, sort of, usually. So, yeah, Discord's a good way to go.
Oh, yeah. No, I did have a look at that. That was that lad who went vegan for a bit, but then he had some negative things. I can't remember why I decided against. I was thinking, should I do a response video, but I decided against it in the end. But yeah, I should have said. Oh well, no, I did say thanks for sending it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did watch it. I've kind of forgotten now, though. Sorry, I've forgotten what I made of it. I can't remember. I did watch it though.
That's just reminded me that we're always wondering, like, if there's anyone that that you can critique or respond to. So, like, we don't watch like regular TV or keep up with celebrities or just like a lot of stuff like that. So, if any of you guys happen to see anything quite current where there's like a celebrity does a particular diet or loses a load of weight, gains a load of weight, or has health issues, or just anything that we can speak of, please do let us know, because if somebody's like quite popular, quite famous, but they're saying, oh, I lost a ton of weight from doing keto or something, that's a good thing to speak to, because then you can influence a lot of people who might have otherwise followed that terrible advice.
Word. Yeah, sorry, I can't really remember what I made about that video, Richard. I was thinking about making a video, but then I really, I can't remember why I thought not to. But yeah, I did. Like I said, I did watch it. So thank you very much. I really appreciate anyone sending me any potential video. Yesterday, I just couldn't decide what video to make, so I would have really loved if some people sent me some videos to consider. Tattooed vegan is in the house. What is that? Owl and Wolf with Romesh Ranganathan. That's a cool name. Nice one man, 1 year. Richie Brown, an adventurer, is in the house. That's very interesting. Earlier, hey Hench, do you like borscht? Vegan one. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
I don't know what that is.
Search. A sour soup. Made with beets. I've never tried it. I don't like the idea of sour though, I don't think. I don't know. I'd have to try it. one man, 1 year. Hey Hench, I saw some stuff about carbs having a protein sparing effect on muscle building. How significant is this? Should I still be trying to aim for the normal amount? I mean, what's a normal amount? We've all got different ideas, haven't we? So basically, that protein sparing thing, say you weren't eating enough calories, so you think you got enough protein to build muscle mass, but you're in a caloric deficit, look, you might be burning some of the protein as fuel. That's what's meant by protein sparing effect. So, yeah, what are you doing currently? Are you trying to recomp? Are you trying to build muscle and burn fat? Where are you at the minute? But basically, you know, if you're trying to lose weight, you just need to be in a caloric deficit. If you're trying to do a bit of both and build muscle and burn a little bit of fat, ideally you probably want to be around maintenance calories. And I think the majority of your calories should come from carbs if you want to feel and look your best and be your healthiest. Protein wise, you need about 1.62 grams of protein per kilo of leanish body weight per day on a bulk, so in a caloric surplus. If you're on maintenance calories or you're on a caloric deficit, then you need more protein. You may need nearer 2 grams of protein per kilo of leanish body weight per day to maintain the most muscle mass, basically, as you're dieting down or as you're recompositioning. But I would get the lion's share of your calories from carbohydrate. For me, it's about 60%. For a non-bodybuilder, I'd say to go for like maybe about 70% might be better. Nice Mid Wales vegan. Pedro, chia seeds versus flax seeds. Fight! What would you say about that? Who would win?
Who would win? I think they're asking which one's best. What should you have?
Both.
Have a bit of both. Have about a tablespoon of flax seeds, not so much more, and 1 or 2 of chia maybe. Get your omega-3s.
Yeah. Being a larger person, I have 1 tablespoon of flax and 3 chia when I'm trying to put muscle on. In a caloric deficit when I'm trying to lose weight or drop down to 1 flax and 2 chia. They must be ground for you to absorb the omega-3 is the important thing. So they're both great. You know, flax has got its lignans, it's very prostate cancer and breast cancer protective. Flax does have modest, well, small, but like an appreciable amount of cyanide. And again, like a lot of foods have these sort of toxins in them, you know, and it's the dose that makes the poison. So, you know, you could probably get away with at least 50 grams, you know, and not have a toxic load. But, you know, what other foods have got stuff in? Like, why risk it? So for me, but there is the mega benefits to your prostate health, etc. So I always have a tablespoon of ground flax. I want more omega-3 than that, so I don't choose to get it all from flax because of the, you know, the potential toxin that's in there. So I make up the bulk, the rest of it with the chia. And they, you know, they've got unique vitamins and minerals in different amounts. You're best to have the widest range, really, of whole plant foods that you can. Indie Fagin came across some channel called Midlife Crisis where they spoke about the plant-based low-fat diet versus keto low-carb diet study, and I think their message was they are pretty similar. 16,000
so I've
views
saved
in
this.
2 days.
I found it for you. It's only a day old. Didn't know if you want to speak to that. It could be good, couldn't it?
Yeah, I'll give that a look then. But I say, like, what's the long-term effects? And, you know, we know that the longest of people on record ate 85% of their calories as carbohydrate. And there's no keto sort of group where they've kind of, well, there isn't really a keto group, is there, for a start, like a population. But, yeah, it's interesting stuff. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Blueberry Zoe's in the house. Vipers, why are you vegan? Don't ask me why I'm vegan. Ask yourself why you're not. Are you non-vegan for anti-health, anti-ethical, or anti-environmental reasons?
Why do you assume they're not vegan?
Why not?
Maybe they're vegan, they just want to know why are you vegan?
Oh yeah, all the above, but the reverses. I think it's because they said, why are you a vegan? I've not known a vegan to say that, but they could.
Okay.
I would say, like, why are you vegan? But maybe they're different from me. I shouldn't assume. Sorry if I assumed, Vipers. Good point. Receiver, you should debunk Dr. Swiss. Who's he then? Some sort of bellend?
Sorry about that.
Oh, understanding carb addiction. Oh, God. All right, I'll look him up. Thanks, Race. Oh, he thinks red meat is fine and wonderful. Yeah. Backwards land. Plant-based vegan. Please, can you help my mum? She has a torn ligament and worn down cartilage, and I told her not to drink milk, but she's fussy. I've been vegan. Whole food, 3 years. Nice. Just need to help mum. Yeah, they don't listen to them sometimes, do they, the old mums? Normally, they know best. Normally, mums do know best, but it's been my experience that oftentimes that the children know best when it comes to nutrition. Because, you know, we all got lied to. Like, I had it drummed into me that you need meat for protein, milk for calcium, you know, fish oils for omega-3. That was the truth when I was a lad, and there was nothing else to be said. But, of course, I found out that that's not the truth, that essential nutrients come from plants, you know, initially. Whether we can get the essential nutrient directly from the plants, or we, like the other animals that we selfishly and foolishly eat, we eat the plant precursor of these nutrients, and like these animals, we make them into the animal versions, like into cholesterol, into arachidonic acid, you know, into heme iron. But when we have exogenous, like high amounts of these nutrients, that's the main reason we die, you know. So, Mum, if you're watching, please consider that possibly we weren't given the best advice on nutrition when we were younger, and so we've been led up the garden path and we believe some falsehood. So basically, people that stand to profit from our ignorance, the meat and dairy industries, pharmaceuticals, you know, they've made us believe that, yeah, as you get older, you'll get heart disease, you'll need like statin drugs, but it's not the case. Like, you can prevent most chronic disease, you can treat nearly all of them with a whole foods plant-based diet, eschewing meat and dairy, and you can even reverse some of these diseases, which normally they'll give you meds for, and the meds, some of the side effects of the meds, like these statins, can be increased cancer risk, like muscle wastage. You know, it's, you know, you start going down the drugs route, and then you have to have other drugs to counter the bad effects of the first drugs you take, and then do you know what I mean? You just end up on a whole laundry list of things, and they're just doing us harm. They're just hurting us. But we are powerful self-mending machines. We just have to get out of our own way. We just have to put in the good stuff, whole grains, legumes, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, herbs and spices, water, you know, a little exercise, plenty of rest, avoid toxins, you know. If, like, you know, you've done all that stuff and then you get some kind of condition where medicine can help, fine, fair enough. Like, maybe like that's different, but it's few and far between. Most of these things won't happen to us if we take care of the basics and we give the human machine like what it needs. It's self-repairing, self-replicating. We are the most amazing machines ever invented. You stop and think about it.
Anything specific for cartilage and torn ligaments, like diet-wise or things to do?
So anti-inflammatory will be best. So yeah, no animal products for a start. Whole plant foods diet, adequate calories, adequate calcium, you know, copper, vitamin K, vitamin D. So a vitamin D supplement, and basically like eat your leafy greens, eat your other vegetables, eat your legumes. You'll have plenty of these nutrients to repair with. Mid Wales Vegan, you lovely lady, kindly donated 5 Great British bucks.
Ah,
Thanks both for all you do. No question.
it's very kind.
She's just supporting a local neighbourhood vegan YouTubers at the kindness of it. And thanks for all you and Harad do, because you're doing the same thing. You're showing how anyone can be vegan and, you know, thrive and benefit their lives and benefit the animals. So thank you for all you guys do. I really appreciate you. I really mean that. I'll get in totes emotion. Right, race lever, Dr. Quiz. General is about the size of yours. Most of his arguments are weak. You could go call him out and wake up some of his fans. Maybe my one thing that I sort of immediately thought when you said that is if it's because my channel's not the biggest. I suppose it's moderate, but I would more likely go after like someone with millions of followers. You know, it's more beneficial. But I suppose if there isn't anyone available to critique, then yeah, still a decent size, isn't it? So yeah, I will give that some thought. I've left his name in another tab, so I'll give that a look, Race. Thank you very much.
Can we answer Richard's question? I'm making the peanut butter delights after this. The peanut butter I have isn't as smooth as some. Is there a good way to make it softer? We tried this today, didn't we? We tried to put some in the microwave for a brief time.
Don't do that.
Oh, it went horrible, didn't it?
Well, maybe that's a bit drier though. Is Richard saying that it's crunchy perhaps? Yeah, it looks like yours is maybe crunchy. So I guess like a blender, just blend it for a little while.
Yeah, I mean the balls, you just put all the ingredients in a food processor and blend it up. So I don't think it really matters if your peanut butter's not very runny. I think it'll be fine. You could I was thinking you could, you know, spread it out around the bowl, so not just lumped in one place. But I think it will mix it up fine. Like, yeah, I'm gonna say I expect that it will be fine. Apologies if I'm wrong.
Plant-based vegan. Mum is watching. Oh, hi, Mum. How are you doing? Please give it a try. We feel so well. We're thriving. So we've been vegan like 9 years now.
Yeah.
Getting on for. You've been vegan 9 years. I'm coming up to 9 years. And honestly, my vision is twice as strong. I've got no more tendinitis, more energy. Better recovery from training. I feel amazing, and I just want everyone else to feel the same. Please consider giving it a try for 2 or 3 weeks and just see how you go. And if it's not for you, well, at least you had a go. But yeah, maybe you'll start to feel really good. I hope so, because you deserve to feel good.
It's such an alkaline diet, you know. So our body's meant to be more alkaline, and yeah, if you've got inflammation and things, you know, having an alkaline diet is just so good.
Yeah.
And this one good diet is healing in all ways. So
you know, it's the best diet for your heart, for your brain, for your liver, for your
joints. Like,
it's holistic. I think it's what we're born to eat. You know, we were told these lies that we need meat for protein, etc., etc. But you know, imagine now that we are transported into the tropics as we are. You know, we call them canines. They're about 1 millimeter longer than the teeth even. They're not fangs. We don't have claws. Yes, we can make tools, but, you know, how long does evolution take? If we were meant to eat animals, heart disease wouldn't be our biggest killer.
Tigers and lions don't die of heart disease. Humans do.
They metabolize cholesterol, fat, trans fats at such high rates they would never get heart disease. Yet it's our #1 killer. You know, when we smell like tropical fruits, you know, or strawberries or whatever fruit you might particularly like, we'll start to drool. Like we'll be really hungry. If we see a murder scene or blood and guts all up the wall, a more likely thing is that you might vomit. Well, a predator seeing that will drool, you know. It's all there. It's super obvious if you think about it. Nutrients are only in animals because either they ate the plants that had the nutrients in, that grew out of the ground, or that the animals they ate the plant. Do you see it all comes from the ground? Yeah, we need vitamin D from the sun, so we need to supplement that if we're not in the tropics. B12 used to be in our drinking water, on our produce. It's from a bacteria, and now we sterilize so that we don't get infections, which is good. But we do need to add the B12 in. So those two things: eat legumes, eat whole grains, eat fruits, eat veg, eat nuts, eat seeds. Herbs and spices, delicious. Loads of herbs and spices on your food. It's the best tasting food. When you first go like whole foods vegan, if you're used to eating donuts and crisps, do you know what I mean? Like, it won't seem as good at first, but if you personed out by sugar and salt, you'll taste the actual flavors and you'll think, wow, what have I been missing? There's all this like plethora of different flavors. They really enjoy them. I enjoyed my food now as much or more than I ever have, and I've got mad energy, my eyesight's better, I'm not in pain, and I feel good. And I know, you know, the earth is being destroyed at a rate of knots, you know, and most of it is because of animal agriculture and cutting down the rainforest to make room for the animals and their feed crops. And you know, if we want this human race to carry on, if we have children, you know, they need a place to live. And the way things are going, it's not going to be around forever, this world, like it is. We will die off. If we keep going the way we are, we will die off. But the good thing is the planet will then carry on. But, you know, I just implore people, if you've got kids, like, it's super important, super important. Anyway, I'll go off my soapbox now. All I'm saying is there's no downsides. There's no downsides. And, yeah.
And Go Vegan Jackson's asked a couple of times now about Discord. He can't find it. So you are a channel member. So if you go to the community tab on YouTube and look back a little bit, you will see. Do you think you should post the Discord link every once a month or something to remind people? Because it'll probably get lost really far back, won't it?
What I'll do is straight after the stream, Go Vegan Jackson, I'll post it in the community chat for you.
Yeah, it's probably really far back now.
In the community settings.
So you just click on the link, and maybe if you said you've signed up, you just put in your login details, and then you'll find us all on there.
Yeah. Right. Aston UK, best form and type of D3, liquid tablet, D2 versus D3. D3 is slightly more bioavailable than D2. If you're vegan, you'll want to make sure to get the vegan version, which is made from lichen, which is a type of, kind of a plant. I don't think it's strictly a plant, but it's not an animal anyway. Normal vitamin D comes from lanolin, from like this sort of sebaceous gland from a sheep. It's weird if you think about
weird.
it. It's just, yeah.
So gross.
And probably liquid. So I use Vivo Life's one, and I do it sublingually. If you want to give that a look, there's a link below, Vivo Life, 10% off with code HENCH10. I'm a brand ambassador for those guys.
And don't forget the science that came out that said 90% of people that had comorbidities with COVID were vitamin D deficient. So it's not a good time to be vitamin D deficient. I know times are a bit hard. We just had Christmas and stuff. People are, everyone's skint, but do still take those essential vitamins.
If you're not in the sun, if you're not near the tropics, and you're not supplementing, your vitamin D will be rock bottom now. And yeah, 90% of people who had a bad case of COVID and potentially died, vitamin D deficient is huge.
Yes, and
it's
B12
really
as well. Take that, very important.
Yeah. Thank you, plant-based vegan. Vegan profit. Have you noticed if there are less sparrows about at the moment? I don't really pay attention to birds, if I'm honest. I don't really pay attention. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, we've been around an hour. Should we say a few more minutes?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. What do you want to do? 5 more minutes?
Yep.
Guys, we'll do 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Get your comments or questions in while you can, and then we better do other stuff. Neil Owen, hello, fellow Mid Wales. Oh, fellow Mid Wales vegan. Is that what you're saying? Anyway, welcome. Thanks for joining, Neil. Basically, if you're looking to get a lot of views side by side of you versus that vegan teacher, where you show videos of her on one side and then you on the other side singing and dancing her, guaranteed high views. Oh, I don't think I'd do. I think I'd draw the line there. We're in the same outfit she does. Dylan, how do you reconcile the N15 isotope day? Easy, I don't know what it is, so don't bother me.
Oh, I've answered the Discord section.
Cool.
Oh, we both just now done it a minute ago. Yeah, get on there, Kelly. Everyone who's a channel member or Patreon, that's why we set it up. So yeah, please come on there and have a chat. And upload a photo of yourself if you want to when you join.
Yeah, let's have a look at you.
Yeah. I want to see if you had any tracks about absurd.
Oh, I'm getting confused. There's someone called Mid Wales Vegan. Now I understand. Don't know what that's meant to mean.
I mean, like, you were strong when you ate meat. You went to the gym and you were strong, but doesn't mean your insides were any good, does it?
Yeah, so not yet done holder. So someone's strength has no bearing on their health, really.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
you could be really strong and then drop down dead tomorrow because you've been eating meat all your life and your arteries are clogged up. It's the top killer of humans. So can you see inside his blood vessels is my question to you.
Yeah.
Matt, hey you lovely pair, do you enjoy tempeh? I love a bit of it. It's a bit of an acquired taste, isn't it? If you like season it well, I like the old tempeh bacon best.
I love tempeh. I prefer it over tofu, legumes. My favourite. It's a bit pricey though, a bit more pricey than tofu and tempeh. I mean beans, legumes and tofu. Yeah, we don't buy it all the time, do we? Or we've not been anywhere to get any recently, but I love it. Yeah, a bit of tamari on there. Maybe crumble it up and fry it off a little bit. Put it on top of a bolognese.
Oh god damn. Chris Cutter's hair. Could we see more budget meal weeks? Don't know if I can do a week of recipes, but I'll certainly do some days of recipes.
We've definitely got some on the channel.
There's a couple, isn't there?
Yeah, there's somewhere we tried to eat for less than £3 a day or things like that. I don't know how you'd find them. What would you put, cheap? I think you'd put Hench Herbivore cheap into the search, something like that.
Let's have a quick look.
We've definitely done some. We've had. There was one where you did where we shopped at Lidl or somewhere. We showed how cheap we could eat, and then we showed hitting all the macro and micro nutrients.
So there's one called Aldi Cheap Vegan Full Day of Eating Plus Nutrient Analysis. So Aldi Cheap Vegan. If you put it just Hench Herbivore, Aldi Cheap Vegan. Vegan bodybuilding meal prep, cheap and high protein. You did a video years ago.
That's old. A week of raw till 4 meals. Cheap, fast, tasty. £3.34 a day. 19 minutes prep per day. Wow, that's really old. 4 years old. God.
Wow.
If you put cheap, just put cheap and then Hench Herbivore, you'd find any of those. Yeah.
That's about it. But yeah, we'll try to do some more. To be honest, we've been... to be fair, if you probably watch today's video, it's probably quite cheap. We've been reining in the old purse strings the last couple of months because it's been a bit sort of quiet. That often happens.
Yeah.
I don't know why Not Yet is trying to push his meat agenda in a vegan live stream, but he's sending me to sleep, so do one. Chris Cullers here. I can vouch for your tempeh bacon recipe. Use it every time I buy tempeh. Thank you, my friend. Vegan vampires into the lentils. They're great. Neil Owen would like to say this channel made me make a jump to vegan, and not just me, my partner, and our 2-year-old. Wow, our 2-year-old loved it. Smashed it in broccoli and sweet potato and tofu for dinner. Good stuff.
That's really nice.
Why have we gone out of focus?
Oh, good.
What's going on there?
I'd say we've done our.
Have we done it?
Did you see a couple of people said that there was some noise disruption?
No.
Ages
What sort
ago?
of noise disruption?
Yeah, just some light noise disruption on this stream. I wondered if this microphone being. I just took the wire out of that earlier. I wonder if that being plugged in, could that cause interference or not really?
No.
Okay.
Right. Is it that time? Yeah. Why does that say not?
Yeah, why does that say?
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like disconnected and then reconnected, I guess. That's really strange.
Static crackle noise every now and then.
What a swizz.
That is a swizz.
Did you notice whether it was Gemma or me talking at the time more when it happened?
We didn't get everyone go, oh my god, bad noise. Like, so
Yeah, at
it
least that
can't
wasn't
have
that
been like
horrible noise,
really bad, I don't think. But
It's because we've got wireless mics, and then just, if anything is on the near-ish sort of frequency, you can just get some interference. But we've got 85 channels, but I've tried, probably tried about a dozen or so.
it was when Paul was chatting.
Right. So maybe that's my one. Which one is this? That is A.
Thanks for telling us. Thank you very much.
Thanks for telling us, you lovely people. Oh, my battery's now going to die anyway. Right, we better sign off. Thanks, moderators, for keeping us troll-free. Thanks for the super chats, keeping the beans on our toast.
And Wolf from the door.
And the cameras rolling, rolling. Our books are currently 35% off. There's the Virtuous Vegan Desserts cookbook. That's nice for some healthy desserts. And then we've got the where do you get your protein? High protein healthy meals. So they're just helpful meals for anyone, but particularly if you're a gym goer, you'll get your protein needs. So link down below for those. Follow us on the gram, hench_herbivore.
Gemma_herbivore.
Cowboy_herbivore. Our little cat's getting more followers than we are.
And yeah, join us on Discord in between now and the next stream.
If you're a member or a Patreon, if not, you can't.
Yeah.
And if you're new here, we'd love you to become part of the Hench Herbivore community. Not that bell end who was trying to tell me that meat is healthy for some people, because like, you're an idiot. But any clever people, what am I trying to talk about? I just made myself laugh. I had a brain fart. Yeah, we'd love you to become part of this community. So hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified of new videos, and set a reminder. Do you know, I was going to live stream tomorrow on my own in the morning, but I really need to get that video out. I'll probably do a live stream Sunday morning on my own about 8 a.m, 7 or 8 GMT. But we'll definitely be back Monday evening, 6 p.m. GMT, the both of us.
Have a great weekend.
So set a reminder.
Take care of yourselves and have a great weekend, everyone.
Yeah, and thanks so much for hanging out. I love these streamios.
Don't be all weird when we finish it. Just do it like goodbye. No, do it weird. Do it weird.
Anyway, let's get out of it. It's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.